Air's on air, and we are back on air. So, Dante, Charleston White, Angel Reese.
Yeah, I've seen it. I believe we've all seen it. It was very interesting. Typical Charleston White fashion, saying the wildest things known to man. How do you feel about it?
Okay, so let me just say, first of all, Charleston White is a comedian. He said multiple times that the persona he has online is a character he's created, right? So he's a provocateur, similar to Andrew Schultz, comedians, right? They tend to say provocative things. So with that being said, this is just Charleston White. And the Club 520 podcast recently had Charleston White on. Charleston White says interesting things. So I'm going to kind of leave it at that.
Well, enough said. Let's get on to the video.
Regardless of that conversation, because I think it's stupid, but Twins is a better player.
I think Angel Reese want to sell pussy. Yeah, I think Angel Reese really don't want to play basketball. I think she want to sell pussy.
Nah.
She trying to look, Chuck.
She coming out too sexual.
Dub, nah, I ain't gonna let you do that one.
You ain't?
She's trying to. I'm trying to have us at the WNBA All-Star.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's your take.
Hey, now B.A. don't never defend the WNBA, so for him to do this, I love this.
I think she's just trying to make sure she don't look like a dude. Like she's trying to keep it like I'm a
She's trying to brand outside of basketball.
Yeah, like I'm a woman. I like men.
She tapping into that whole side. She tapping into that whole side of it.
No, she not. Yeah. It's so many. It's a WNBA player that look like me and you. So she's trying to make it seem like
more girly.
Yeah,
she's trying to make it more like you can still be attracted to.
You ain't got to be left-handed to play the W. Basically, what she's saying.
It's a Charleston White and a B-Hen on the FIFA right there. Ooh, she's trying to switch the narrative, bro.
I'll take that, dude.
And they dress it like this.
I'll take that. But I still think she need to do OnlyFans, like Shaq said. She need to dunk in her panties. Shaq told her that. Shaq told her she needed to go dunk in her panties. I'm with Shaq.
Shaq didn't say that. He was out of pocket.
Shaq is wild for saying that.
Y'all, stop.
I'm with you, Shaq. I'm with you. Some lace panties. Not no boy shorts. I'm with you, Shaq.
Charleston said, not the boy shorts?
No, dunk in some panties with no bra on. Watch what them numbers do. That's how you sell tickets.
Nah, we don't need that. That's why we got Caitlin. Caitlin keeping it cool.
Yeah, Caitlin keeping it cool.
You know what I mean? It's girls that look like Caitlin that are straight. She's trying to say, hey, I have a man. You know what I mean? Push that narrative.
Yeah, y'all call it.
Angel Reese is trying to push some sex appeal to the WNBA. Like
they ain't all sucking like pussy when they on the road. Yeah, most of them hoes sucking pussy on the road.
Well, but mass majority of them are for sure.
Yeah, nigga, they putting pressure on the ones that ain't.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That is true.
That is a fact.
Unspoken about things.
They probably suck pussy till your hair catch on fire. Who wouldn't want their head smoking? Yeah, man, I make my woman quit the NBA. Shit, man.
Hey, you know what's funny? I thought about Home Alone when his hair was on fire. On fire.
It's a lot of jellyfish in the WNBA.
Excuse me? Jellyfish.
What else happened this year, man? Do not let this
Shout out to the WNBA, man. All-Star game coming soon. We trying to tap in. We need it back. It's in NAP, too. You got to pull back up the W All-Star game, man.
You can go sit down and talk to him about that.
Man, I ain't finna watch no hoes play no basketball.
Come on, man. Oh, we got to go.
I ain't finna watch no hoes play no basketball.
This
ain't got nothing to do with the podcast. They can't dunk. Yeah, can't none of them jump from the
They
field.
are dunking now, though. It's a couple of them. You gotta watch it, bro. You gotta tap in. Like, you know who Juju Watkins
Man,
is?
we need an OnlyFans WNBA game. Yeah, then I tune in. But I ain't finna watch them long leg women run up and down the court with them, with them knees. Yeah, man, with them knees. Them high knees. Them ain't low knees.
Shorty from the
20 she played the W with the long knees.
Some long ass arms. She'd be a good defender.
Yeah, man, you know what kind of money, and I heard they don't make a lot of money over there either.
It's coming, man.
Yeah, it's on the way.
It's gonna get better.
And that's I think
Give
that's
him a chance, Chuck. Give him a chance.
I think that's the dope thing about Caitlyn too, because regardless of the scrutiny they put on her name, every time she's came out and spoken publicly, she said, "Hey, I'm good, but we need to push the league." And like you said, she did a lot of vocal stuff that helped a lot of black women in the process, man.
She did? Oh, yeah.
She pushed the narrative to help a lot of people get paid, despite a lot of.
I thought Brittany Griner did that. I thought Brittany Griner did that.
He's a motherfucker.
Coming out the
real BG.
The real BG.
Coming out the Russian prison.
Yeah. Did you see that motherfucker with her shirt off at that pool party?
Yeah, I seen that. yeah, I was hoping they kept in the Russian jail.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Dennis Rodman got her out.
I was hoping they kept her motherfucking
Boy,
ass in that
I was so
Russian jail.
motherfucking bad at that Chuck.
Yeah, man.
Boy.
Man, come
And she
on.
used to be a pretty little girl coming up out of Texas,
she?
man. Yeah. For she used to be a pretty little girl.
Shout out to the real BG, man.
Question below: did Charleston White violate Angel Reese in the WNBA? Absolutely yes. I mean, he's a comedian. He's a provocateur. I get it. But I'm going to answer the question. Yes, he did.
Charleston White absolutely torched Angel Reese and the WNBA. It's just funny.
He's a comedian, right? That's why I prefaced at the very beginning, he's a comedian. He's not just going in, being mean, talking about Angel Reese and WNBA. He's a comedian. Like I said, like Andrew Schultz or any other comedian out right now, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, comedians tend to, have more leeway to say things because it's all in the realm of fun and being funny and entertaining. So if he was just a guy here being mean and saying, all this stuff, no one would take it very well. But the fact that it's a comedic touch, I think that Charleston White gets away with it because he's Charleston White. This isn't even the most controversial thing Charleston White has ever said. So,
the dude on the right, because I definitely forgot his name. He was talking about like, I'm just putting myself out there because I like guys and all that stuff, and it's just like,
it's a WNBA player look like me and you. So she's trying to make it seem like
more girly.
Yeah,
She's trying to make it more like you can still be attracted to it. You ain't got to be left-handed to play the W, basically what she's saying.
I mean, there's plenty of other women that do the same thing that Angel Reese did, but they like girls. So it's just like, doesn't really kind of help the case of what he was trying to say there.
Well, I think what you're saying about, this is just my opinion. I believe the way that Angel Reese went about it, right? People tend to see athletes as just that, right? As just athletes. And then I don't know if anyone saw her at LSU kind of dressing provocatively, right? And then when she went to the WNBA and she popped out with the provocative dress, I know there was one shot of her wearing a very tight, some kind of a short outfit. I don't remember what it was exactly. I think it threw people off, right? People were like, I thought you were a basketball player. Charleston White talking about she wants to do an OnlyFans. I don't know if that's the case, but there is some history. I don't know if you know this. There is some history with WNBA players and transitioning to OF, right? Liz Cambage, a couple years ago, she quit the WNBA and she went to OF. Charleston White isn't completely off here, although Angel Reese hasn't said that that's her intention, but you have had women who have quit jobs as lawyers, doctors, PhD students, police officers to go do OnlyFans. Charleston White isn't far off with this, but Angel Reese hasn't even shown a desire to do something like that. So
very unexpected. Just had us do a double take. I mean, whereas, Caitlin Clark, she just tries to put the WNBA out there and say like, hey, push more money into this instead of that's the more ideal way or like the better.
So do you feel like Angel Reese is trying to promote her sexuality as opposed to promoting the game of basketball within the WNBA?
When you say that, based on the last video, like how everyone was getting on Caitlin Clark about how she doesn't really fit into like the whole persona of any regular WNBA player. Like she doesn't fit in that persona. But where you get to Angel Reese, it's kind of the same thing, but the only difference is their skin color, and that's really it. So for her to promote her, well, this is all speculation, but for her to promote her sexuality onto the while as being a WNBA and have no clap back, whereas Caitlin Clark gets all the clap back and get all the disrespect, it's like wouldn't be necessarily fair.
See, I don't know if, I mean, I think people are associating it with she's a WNBA player and she's dressing provocatively. So therefore she's trying to sexualize herself as a WNBA player. But I don't believe Angel Reese sees herself first as a WNBA player, right? That's not, as she said before, the WNBA salary isn't even enough to pay her rent. So I don't think she sees herself as a WNBA player first. I think, and she has a podcast, I think she sees herself as an entertainer, kind of like an entity, and not, she's a podcaster. She has endorsements. Like, I think she sees herself as an entity more than a WNBA player.
Okay, so like a basketball celebrity than
Yes.
So more so a basketball celebrity than a basketball player. I got you.
Exactly. Now, if you look at her as a basketball celebrity and not just a basketball player, I think what she does makes more sense.
Yeah, that's really it so far.
Yeah. Okay. You know how we do. Airs on air. We out.